What's up, everyone? I hope everyone is having a great summer, and it just feels very uncomfortable after not uploading for 5 days straight. And well, I am back, and now that I am back from vacation, I can finally start making videos again, and today's video is a story time. Not only that, but this story time takes place during a dream, and this dream is very intense to say, and we all know that when you have a dream, it tends to not make that much sense. And this dream takes place about 3 weeks ago. Wait, no, this took place about what, 2 years ago? Even though I don't really remember that much. I mean, my brain just didn't remember, but now it just pops back right into my brain. So I thought that, hey, maybe I can make a story time after just sitting around here not uploading for 5 days and trying to take a break because I'm just tired. But hey, let's get back into uploading some more every single week, 7 days a week, and yeah, let's get into it. So this all takes place up in the mountains, and this was a trip that for some reason that me and this whole entire squad wanted to go up to, where we're going to climb like these mountains for a few weeks and we're gonna come back. However, spoiler alert, things don't get better throughout this whole entire story because things tend to get more intense in the future on foreshadowing. This hike kind of reminds me of going to Big Bear, except it's more mountainy. But we're basically just hiking this mountain all the way to the top. And the thing is that this mountain is as tall as twice the size as Mountain Everest. And you know how big Mountain Everest is. It's not a really easy mountain to climb. But because it's a dream, my brain for some reason is saying that, hey, we should agree to this thing. So we're in this trip, we're starting to go hiking. And I mean, it's good for the most part. Everything is going good until we get to the second part of the hiking. And how many parts there? There are 100 hiking trails up to this giant mountain. I mean, I could agree that's probably because this thing is twice the size, or maybe even 3 times the size of Mountain Everest. And because of that, it's probably higher than the Earth's atmosphere for some reason. I don't know why, but dreams just don't make sense that much. But we're hiking this trail. The second hiking trail we're on is already very exhausting. We're hiking like walls. We're climbing rocks, not even just like little rocks. We're walking on big ass walls and rocks that can be very slippery. I don't know why. But like at the end of the first hiking trail, I'm like, maybe this is a very bad idea. But the rest of the squad is like very focused and saying, no, we're gonna be climbing. We're so insisted. So I was like, ugh, whatever. I guess concerning we can go back and get whatever we can want, whatever. Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something. Like back down when we're finished with this mess. And I don't know why this whole entire thing was so important. Maybe I guess to break the world records of the highest climb someone has ever done. Eventually we get up to the top of Mountain Everest, that is, by the way, twice the size of Mountain Everest. And it's nighttime because 11 hours has passed. We finished all the trails, 100 trails, and we're on top of Mountain Everest. Because it's nighttime, like, we can see, like, the galaxy up in the sky, and we're all amused, like, oh my god, this is the most prettiest and beautiful thing we ever seen in the sky, unlike where I live, down here on the ground, where all I see is 2 dots and a freaking McDonald's sign in the sky, filled with pollution in the air. But this is great, because I can literally see everything, all the stars, all the galaxies that we can see in the sky. It's just beautiful. But this is where things kind of go a little bit downhill, because now that we're done with going with hiking to top of Mountain Everest, we start to feel shaking, and we're like, oh shoot, it's the volcano. But no, because we look down and there's a volcano. Not only that, but like while there's a crack in the ground, there's like a thunderbolt just like in the middle of like the crack, like it's going towards us. Like this thunderbolt is going toward us, and that's when we see like a tornado just like shooting thunderbolts everywhere. And there's like this thunderbolt that the tornado is pointing, going directly at us, while also making a crack at the ground. And we're like, oh no, what do we do here now? And so we're thinking of the possible things we can do to survive this, and I go, everyone jumped off the mountain. And then I just jump off the mountain, and one of the guys were like, why would you jump off a mountain that's high up space? And the person says, we don't care, just jump. So the rest of the squad jumps, and that's when I realized that after like falling for what, 2 minutes, we don't have any jetpacks, so we're all realizing, oh shoot, we're all gonna die. I mean, what were we supposed to do? This is a giant tornado that shoots thunderbolts out of itself, and one giant like thunderbolt coming out of the tornado is basically making a giant earthquake on the ground while following up to the mountain while the thunderbolt is moving forward us. So I mean, like, we don't have much of an option but to jump. So we're falling to our deaths because we don't we realize that we don't have any jetpacks. It won't basically just accept it because we all did this thing for nothing. But ladies and gentlemen, it gets even better because as we're falling to our deaths, we hear a giant explosion, and we look to our left and we see a giant hole that appears on this giant mountain of Everest, and we see, I could you not, the destroyer boss from Terraria, like this giant snake thing, come and catches us right before we were about to reach the ground, just in time. And from what I was thinking that this snake was already destroyed a long time ago, because apparently in this dream, back like 100 years ago, we destroyed this snake and it was evil, but apparently the destroyer that catches us told us that, hey, he wants to change and he wants to be a good person. I mean, the Terraria destroyer guy, it's not a person, it's like the snake thing. Obviously it's not a person, but like he wants to become a good thing and not someone that's a villain arc. And now our problem is this tornado that just is basically destroying everything in its path. And once we get out of the way, it literally destroys the mountain of Everest. And now this tornado is just keep like moving constantly. And so now me and the rest of the squad are just sitting here on the ground as the destroyer sitting next to us. And we're all like, well, now that's out of the way, there's no way that this could get any worse. Spoiler alert, it gets worse. So time passes and it goes 10 minutes by and everything, it's going fine. We're all talking, we're just saying of how the situation is very, very intense. And that's when we hear a loud explosion in the sky. It's very bright, and what we see is something that puts fear in our hearts. What we see next is, what we can see in the sky is what is a giant black hole, right? But it's a black hole that we can see. You know how those black holes that you see in like videos, what the appearance? It's like this giant orange circle, but not only that, but we can see is another black hole like fusing, but like this black hole looks purple, so it's like a purple hole. So these two, like, we see them just like start colliding with each other, and like the whole entire earth starts shaking because since this is a giant black hole that's near us, like everything is gonna start to collapse. And so we see everything just starting to like fly up in the air. We see like the rocks, even the giant mountain is like moving towards the black hole, because you know how black holes work. When you're near, the more you're near a black hole, the more you go towards it. And so we see like destroyer next starting to be lifted off to the ground, and we try to save him, but it was too late because then he gets sucked into the black hole. Then next was us, because now once we're lifting off to the ground and we're being sucked by the black hole, we see the Earth's core being then sucked to the purple hole. And what I can describe next, what happens is nothing, because you know why? Nothing happens, because when you're a black hole, nothing happens. So it all fades to black, and that's when I woke up. So yeah, that was a very intense dream that I had that I thought would never happen. I mean, it's not every day you have these intense dreams. I mean, I thought it was pretty scary to me, but overall, this was a very interesting story that I thought that, hey, maybe I can tell on this channel sometime soon. But my brain forgot about it years later. So now, years later, my brain decides that, hey, here's a story that you can tell on the channel. Here's a pop-up. Overall, I hope you guys enjoy this story. This story was very interesting that I thought I could tell that share on the channel. And another thing is I would appreciate if you guys can press the like button. If you don't press the like button, then a giant tornado will destroy your house like it's in the middle of the United States of America, where it's Tornado Valley. On another note, I'm out here. I'm gonna go work on some other videos that I might post later on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm out here. Have a great rest of your summer.
Sorry, kid. That was an accident. I'll see you on the other side, though, I promise. Hit it, Scooter! Man, this is one of them moments! Catch a ride! Possibly how that makes you think you've got a chance against